Page 434. Let's take a look. We have the title McCormick's Reaper. Let's look at the question, Understanding Craft and Structure, Analyzing Text Presentation. Analyze how the following two sentences introduce the topic of this section. Settlers worry that their old plows could not break the prairie's matted sod. They also worry that the soil would not be fertile enough to support fields of crops. Number 2, sequencing. Describe the sequence of effects caused by the mechanical reaper. Alright, so page 434. Knowing that they would be able to farm the land on the prairies helped people make the decision to move west. Equally important to the transformation of farming were the mechanical reaper, which sped up the harvesting of wheat, and the thresher, which quickly separated the grain from the stalk. Each of these innovations reduced the labor required for farming. McCormick's Reaper. Cyrus McCormick was the genius behind the invention of the mechanical reaper. Before this invention, farmers had harvested grain with handheld cutting tools. McCormick's reaper greatly increased the amount of crop a farmer could harvest. Because farmers could harvest more wheat, they could plant more of it. Growing wheat became profitable. Raising wheat became and would remain the main economic activity on the Midwestern prairies. New machines and the ease of access to railroads allowed farmers to plant more acres with cash crops. Midwestern farmers grew wheat and shipped it east by train and canal barge. North, East, and Middle Atlantic farmers increased their production of fruits and vegetables. In spite of improvements in agriculture, the North was steadily becoming more industrial and urban. Agriculture in the region was still growing, but industry was growing faster. Checking for understanding. According to the text in this section, why were few farmers interested in settling in the Great Plains? So again, on the previous page, I talked about how the land was too difficult, but the new plow, John Deere's new plow, helped them deal with that problem. And then number 2, what happened in the 1830s that resulted in a huge expansion in farming and settlement in the Midwest? So again, the John Deere plow, and then also the McCormick Reaper. These things encourage people to move west. All right. So let's talk about some of the inventions again. So we have the Reaper, the steel tip plow. People were more encouraged to go west, become farmers, and because of better transportation, it was easier to move west and easier to grow. They had cash crops. So crops are plants that you grow, and cash crops are ones that you grow so that you can sell for cash, for money. So to make money. So people started making more money when it became easier to farm, easier with new machines like the Reaper and the steel-tipped plow. We're just going to review the questions really briefly. Time and place. Number 1, explain issues. How did clipper ships get their name, and how did they change travel over vast distances between continents? So again, like the Los Angeles Clippers, named after clipper ships. The clippers were known for clipping time. The clipper ships clipped the amount of time necessary to travel by ship. So they were faster ships. Number 2. What were the most important innovations in transportation during the 1800s? Steamship, clipper ships, those were really, really important. And then, of course, also the railroads. What were some of the disasters that occurred with the development of new technologies, and what was the general response to these disasters? So again, we had steamships that would get sunk, and then also the train crashes, and of course this led to the public demanding better safety regulations, which they got. So whenever there's a big disaster, people want to fix it. They want it to never happen again. So they want to increase safety regulations. Summarizing. Number 4, list the major innovations in farming methods in the 1830s and briefly describe the problems or issues each innovation helped to resolve. So again, we have the steel tip plow, which made farming in the Great Plains a lot easier, so they can actually dig up that dirt. The mechanical reaper, which made it easier to harvest their crop, so they didn't need as much work to get more crop out of that. Number 5 is more opinion. Writing about history. Argumentative writing. Which of the following men created the invention that had the greatest impact on the nation's development? Explain your answer, citing information from the lesson text. So all three of these inventors created something that had a huge impact on the United States. And, you can argue over which one had the biggest impact. That's point of view, that's an opinion. You can argue Samuel Morse did with the telegraph and how it affected communication. You can argue as John Deere with the steel tip plow and how that affected farming in the Midwest. Or Cyrus McCormick and his reaper and how that affected farming. So again, it's a matter of opinion of which one had like the best invention or which one was the most important invention. That's up for debate. There's no one answer to that. Number 6, collaborating. 6, presenting with a partner, create an advertisement and slogan for a John Deere plow that reflects Deere's beliefs about his products, as mentioned in this lesson. Present your advertisement to the class. So he did say that he felt he would do the best. So look back at that quote. I will never put my name on a product that does not have it in it the best that is in me. So he only wanted to have the best products. And so it would be interesting to see how he advertised, how you could possibly advertise his products during this time period. And you can also pay attention to how they advertise it now, because his product is still around. The company is still around, and they still do advertise. So that's something you can kind of think about.